Hey Goal Digger, welcome back to Goal Digger Headquarters, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. My name's Kimberly Olson, and for today's video, we're gonna talk about my favorite ways to get favored in the algorithm for massive results. And I look back on my journey. I've been in social media for 3 years now, built my business to over $1 million. And I think back, what was it? How did I do that? I didn't have any friends on Facebook. I had 250 friends. I didn't have an Instagram account. Like, what was it that I did? There are some key things that I did that I tapped into the algorithm. I got my account favored and I was able to be seen in front of people very quickly and obviously learned how to grow it from there. So I'm gonna teach you my favorite ways to get favored. Stay tuned. Tip number one, be cool. Basically, you need to make sure your profile stands out, okay? It's not a popularity contest, but there are some key things you need to do to make sure you are creating massive engagement by beating the algorithm. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure your profile is popping. Okay, what do I mean by that? I want a nice headshot. I want you smiling. I don't want any of this like angry face. I want your face. I don't want your kids. I don't want you and your husband on a mountain. I want your face. 99% of people are mobile or on Instagram, TikTok, but Facebook, my audience, it's well over 80% are on mobile. If they're looking at your face on the cell phone, it's tiny, okay? This is your logo. So you gotta make sure your profile picture is great. Headshot, make it look awesome, okay? Cover photo on Facebook specifically is what we're talking about. This applies to your bio on Instagram and the other places that you're hanging out. It needs to be crisp and clear. Don't make it pixelated. Don't have your head cut off, right? With all the changes, some of the formatting's a little wonky. You gotta check that stuff, okay? Check yourself before you wreck yourself with your leads, because if they come to your wall and they get there and they're just like, that's their first impression of you, they're out, okay? People are very picky about who they accept with friend requests or people they start to follow, okay? You've got to have a pop-in profile. You got to stop the scroll. You got to make sure people, when they come to your profile, they're like, oh, cool. I want to get to know her better. Now, again, it's not a popularity contest, but you want to make sure your profile is popping and you want to make sure you stand out so people stop the scroll. Okay. That's the kind of reaction you want to get when people are scrolling. You want to stop the scroll. You got to get people to go, what is this content? This is what people come to social media for. And I'm always talking about this. They come to connect. They come to be inspired. They come to become educated or to be entertained. So you get to decide, how are you going to show up in that way? I personally recommend hitting a little bit of everything, right? But you've got to figure out, how are you going to connect with your audience? I'm talking, I want to see selfies. I want to see a selfie with a story. Tell something a little bit that goes with it. I want you to educate and offer value. I don't want you just to post your products. I want you people to go, that's why I need that product, because you lead with the education side on it, right? Give them some tips, give them some wins, and make your products an obvious solution. Paint the picture of what it's like to be a mompreneur if you're a mompreneur. Paint the picture. Let them see what it's like for you to take a day off and take your kids and go do something for the day. Let them see what it's like to be able to donate and give to charity or go on a vacation. Write that last check to become debt-free for your family. Celebrate other people winning, right? Like, that's the kind of content. I want to see Facebook Lives, yes, or Instagram Lives or YouTube videos, whatever your choice is for that. I want to see you showing up. I want to see you thinking strategically through your content. Below, you'll see a Trello board I have for you that's going to help you plan out all your content. It's totally free. You can make a copy and customize it for yourself. But I want you to stop the scroll. I want you to have original content. And most of that content needs to be you. And a lot of people, they don't want to post pictures of themselves. They don't want to. I actually have a training on that. You can hopefully see it somewhere around here, how to take the perfect selfies. So go watch that training. Otherwise, search it in here and you should be able to find it. Take the perfect selfies, right? Get those selfies going in there. But if you start talking about them, okay, this is the best way to create engagement, is to say to yourself, what's in it for them? What's in it for them? How can I bring them into my story? How can I bring them into my world? So if you're posting something and you want to share something great that happened, ask them about them. Maybe you just earned a vacation through your company. Ask them and say, where's the last place you traveled and what's next on your list? Or found out I just earned a all expenses paid trip to Cabo. Who's been and where are the best places to go? People go, she earned a trip to Cabo? That's cool. oh, I haven't been to Cabo and I haven't been traveling. I'm kind of lame. Maybe I should go hang out with her and learn how to be cool, right? Learn how to be awesome. It's not a popularity contest. It's about connecting. It's about giving people hope. It's about them saying, maybe she can help me get there. Okay. Be the obvious solution. Be the choice for people when it comes to the social media content that they're digesting. This is how you stop the scroll. Really important. Now, another key way to totally crush your engagement, blast through the algorithm, is Facebook Lives. That's why I have my ring light right here to show you, not to blind you. Facebook Lives, okay? Facebook Lives are everything. And it's the thing that people are so afraid of. Or what I'll see is they'll do like a 14-day challenge and then they do nothing for 3 years. Like, no. You need to come up with your signature choice of content that you're going to produce, okay? You might say, produce? That sounds so serious. You got to treat it seriously. And if you don't know what the heck you're doing, just start and you're going to learn as you go. I didn't start my videos this way. You should see my very first videos. They were in my car and I didn't have any makeup on and I looked like I just woke up. And it didn't matter. People didn't care. They started coming back to learn more because I kept showing up. I was consistent. I was offering value and I learned how to engage my audience. Okay. So with the Facebook Live strategy, couple things. I want you to be really clear in your messaging. What kind of content are you going to share? Who is your audience? Pretend they're on the other side of that phone. I want you to be prepared. I want you to have notes. I want you to come up with a day and time you're going to go live every week. And right away you're like, oh, I can never do that. I have kids. So do I. I have a job. So do I. I have a husband. So do I. Okay. You can do it. I used to go at night for, a year and a half. And then I moved it to daytime eventually. You can do this. I'm telling you, pull up your big girl panties and let's roll. So with the Facebook Lives, I want you to be prepared. I want you to promote the heck out of it. And I want you to make it awesome. Facebook loves people who go out live. They love it. So if you go live, it's going to promote. Basically algorithm is the rating of your account. It's the health of your account. If you want a strong algorithm rating, you've got to do things that Facebook likes and Instagram likes, and then you'll be skyrocketing up. And a big piece of that is the video. Big piece, okay? Facebook Live, Instagram stories, all of that kind of stuff, okay? Right now it's Reels is really hot. TikTok, I always want to say TikTok, don't stop. Isn't that a song? I don't know. But anyways, so you've got to figure that out. Okay, what is your messaging? What are you going to do with that? And be consistent. Be so consistent that you can say to people, catch me live every week at this day and time. 1:00 Central, Monday, on my business page, The Gold Digger Girl. Been going there for 2 years now. Been going live on that business page for 2.5 years when I launched it. Every week, I never miss a week. And everyone knows to find me at 1:00 Central. There. Be that consistent where you can tell people exactly where you're going to be and just get over the fear, build a bridge and do it anyway. My last tip for totally crushing your engagement is to learn how to engage with your prospects and your followers. So when you go live, learn how to prompt people during it. Okay, here's an example. What I want you to do below, what was your favorite tip so far? Share that. And I also want to know, are you going live? Because we've talked about that a couple times. Put that below, okay? I want to know your favorite tip where you're like, yes, my profile needs some work. What is that? Put that below, okay? That's a call to action. That's how you create engagement. The more that people comment on your video, and that's right when you stop, or if you have a post, we'll talk about that in a second. But when you go live, you got to go right away. Don't be sitting there like, oh, we'll wait for some people to get on. No. Start right away. Start talking about it. Give them prompts. Oh, let me know where you're tuning in from. What are you up to today? Okay, get people going. Now, most of you are not going live. You're probably posting consistently, hopefully. So the best way to create engagement with your post is to do a call to action in your post. Ask them a question. That's what a call to action is. It's inviting people to be a part of the conversation, okay? So a call to action could be something like, I'll give you an example. Just today, I tried one of those weighted blankets for the first time. If you don't know what they are, you sleep with them on, they're kind of grounding, and I actually loved it. So I posted about it and people were like, oh, I tried it, it was too hot. A lot of them were like, yes, it's amazing. But I said, I tried it, I slept like a baby. Is this a fluke? Is this real? Like, is this awesome? Tell me if you know anything about this. And I had 70 comments within 2 hours. People had something to say about it, right? Instead of me saying, tried the weighted blanket last night, which I will see people, they'll post and they're like, beautiful flower. I'm like, really? Beautiful flower? That's what you're going to post? You might as well not even post, okay? I'm just kidding. You're better off posting than not. But that's not engaging them. There's nothing for them to do. You haven't invited them to be a part of the conversation. So every time you post, I want you to put a question in there, invite them, ask a poll, something like that. And I want you to talk about them. Flip it on them, okay? Figure out how to bring the story back to them, and you will start to see the traction that you want, okay? And be a student. See what's working, what isn't. If something's working, then you know your audience is loving that. You're getting the hang of it. Sometimes I'll post and then I'll tweak it and I'll go back and edit the post. It's no big deal. It's just a learning process. But once you get it down, it is so much fun. It is so much fun. I love posting. I love social media. I love interacting with my audience, and it's grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. Our reach is 1 million per month. Million. I don't have 1 million followers. Our reach on social media is 1 million. We probably have 150, 200,000 followers. That's insane. Totally nuts, right? Let's say you get 5,000 followers. You're in business, right? And it all starts with learning about engagement algorithms. So I hope this is helpful. Take a screenshot of this and tell me your favorite takeaway. Put it in your stories at the Goal Digger Girl. Tag me and I'll shout you out on Instagram, and comment below with what was your favorite part. I want to know. Make sure you throw that in your stories, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye.